It's resolution season, and self-care is a great place to start.
Of course, the key is keeping up with the resolutions, though. So Shea Moinadine joins us this year with this year's top beauty resolutions and how to keep them. Welcome.
Hi guys,
Good
thanks
to
for
see
having
you.
me. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Okay, so you know, there's so many things we could talk about when it comes to skincare and taking care of yourselves. What do you think in terms of like a resolution? What's like a good one to start with in terms of what we should actually just start doing now?
You know, I think probably the most requested resolution that people try to keep throughout the year is staying in shape. And so like that's like the number one thing I hear every single year. And fortunately, there's a lot of non-invasive beauty treatments that we can do that will help to kind of augment what you're doing like with your fitness regimen. So one thing is there's a treatment called SoftWave, and we use it quite a bit on the upper arms. It's FDA approved. It helps with skin laxity of the upper arm. So a lot of times patients, especially as they get older, women will complain that they're working out and they look great, but their skin isn't cooperating.
No matter how much weight you're lifting,
it doesn't matter because as we age,
Yeah.
we lose our collagen and elastin, so that skin starts to not behave the right way.
Okay,
So
I have questions.
Yeah.
Is this painful?
it is a little uncomfortable.
Okay.
However, there are ways we kind of manage the pain with topical numbing, with injections. So I always make sure that patients can get through it.
And is this a one-time thing, or is this like a series?
Usually patients do 1 to 2 treatments. The results last for about 18 months.
Wow.
It's a colorblind treatment, so everyone can have it. Safe for all skin types. It's non-invasive. There's no downtime. And it really helps to resurface the skin of the upper arms. In addition to maybe using topical products like this Definage hand and body cream. I mean, this actually has a lot of science behind it. It was published in the American Journal of Drugs and Dermatology. So it helps to stimulate your body to create its own hyaluronic acid. So there's ways we can kind of augment just staying in shape just with exercise, because sometimes it does get frustrating as we get older, because no matter what we do, we just don't feel like we look the same.
And we showed that neck area. I mean, there's no exercise you can do.
Yeah, right. It's hard. It's very hard. It's very hard.
Give me the creams. All right, so we're talking about also the difference between preventing age and correcting age.
I'm hearing that.
Begin with
yeah,
that?
I'm hearing that more and more from people, that they really want to focus on prevention versus correction, which is a smart thing to do, right? So especially people in their 30s to 50s, they may not necessarily ever want to go under the knife. So there are things that we can do earlier in life that will prevent aging, such as injections. So, and I feel like now it's kind of analogous to getting your teeth cleaned. Everyone's doing these wrinkle-reducing injections like Xeomin, Botox, Dysport.
And they do them at the dentist, too.
They do.
Some of them do.
They do.
Yeah.
And you know what? Hey, listen, if they're doing a lot of volume of these injections, then they're qualified to do it. I mean, as long as you know the anatomy. But, if you start that earlier in life, you really won't get any wrinkles on your upper face. So it's very preventative.
I mean, that's why I started doing it, was because I kept hearing that. I kept hearing people say, like, do it now so you don't get the wrinkles.
Yeah.
Right. So it makes sense. What else do we have going on?
So I think the other thing is using really good at-home products. I think that, we're with ourselves 365 days a year. And if we can do something at home every single day of the year, it's very impactful. Using a vitamin C during the day, this Elastin product is amazing. Vitamin C serum is a powerful antioxidant. That means it protects our skin against free radical damage.
That's this one right here.
Yes.
And you're putting that on in the morning?
In the morning, first thing on the skin. And then at
Okay.
night, you want to use a retinol. And this Dr. Few Clean Retinol, it's so nice. It's a 0.02% retinol. It's safe for most skin types, even for patients who have sensitive skin. And retinols, they thicken the epidermis. They help to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. They help to decrease sun damage and age spots. So everyone should be on a retinol and a vitamin C.
You know what I've noticed too is, yes, some of these products are a little pricey at times, but usually you don't need much.
You don't need
like
much.
The teeniest
These
amount.
should last for months. So if you're looking at the course of like over a year, you're talking about a few cents a day.
Wow.
Oh my
Pretty
gosh.
good.
How many products is too many? I'm like, how many do I need? But you're saying vitamin C, retinol. And lather me up, Shea. Oh my goodness. Okay, what do we have here then? A mask.
So so we want to also start thinking about taking care of the skin on our body the same way we take care of the skin on our face. And so what'll happen sometimes, like I've been at the same practice for about 17 years, all of my patients, their faces look amazing, and they're like, oh my gosh, Shea, my neck, my chest, my hands don't look the same. So this Epicutis neck and décolleté mask, if you want like an infusion of hydration, it has an ingredient in it that's patented patented. It's an anti-inflammatory called TSC. It's a really nice way just to get a quick boost of hydration. You can use it at home, relatively inexpensive. Also thinking about doing things like lasers, to help to correct some of the damage that has been caused by the sun. There are biostimulatory fillers that we can use. Like a lot of women will come in and they'll complain they've got these like vertical lines in their chest, like when they're sleeping sideways.
Yes.
These biostimulatory fillers, they actually prompt your body to make its own collagen and elastin. So they're very, very, corrective in terms of like helping with the aging of the chest. I use them on the neck too, so.
I like it. Is that another mask down there as well?
This is, I can't see where we're at.
The
but
lidocaine?
yeah. Oh, well, this is the filler. This is
that's
the
the
radius
filler.
filler.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
this is the
Yes.
radius filler. And, now everyone's talking about collagen stimulation, and it is. I mean, that's the key to kind of youthful looking skin.
And I always spot a gua sha tool.
Well, yeah, and then the other thing people are thinking about is what can we do at home, like self-care at home. And something that's really easy, that's inexpensive, is thinking about doing things that help to improve lymphatic drainage, like gua sha, like using a dry brush. I mean, that's a great way to exfoliate your skin. It's a great way, if you use gua sha on your face like regularly, it helps to decrease the puffiness of the skin. So it makes your skin look a little bit more sculpted, and it's easy, it's cheap, because people always ask me, I mean, some of the treatments that we do in the office, they are expensive. They're not for everyone's budget. So there are things that you can do at home to make yourself look better that are relatively inexpensive.
And you say too, look for clean products. They are available. They're everywhere.
They
Yeah.
are, and that is probably another huge resolution for this year that I'm hearing from patients. Patients want clean beauty.
Yeah.
I love this Goop product. Gwyneth Paltrow and her Goop brand does a lot of really good work in terms of trying to filter out products that are clean. And there's no real guidelines for clean beauty, unfortunately. But these products are free of parabens, phthalates, formaldehyde, which, believe it or not, lead, that's in our lipsticks. And so, look for clean beauty. And I think it's really, thank goodness for like younger people, they're really looking into like decreasing their toxic load. And this is a great way to start.
Always
Thank
such
you
good
so
information.
much. Oh my
Jeez.
gosh. We're like, what can we try?
All of it.
For more information, head to fewinstitute.com. You can also find Shay on Instagram. Her handle is right there on the screen. Shay, you're the best. Thank you so much.